Okay, I'm going to heat press a DTF transfer onto a shirt for one of my friends. The first thing I did was turn on my heat press. I'm waiting for it to get to the preset settings that I put in here, which is 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 seconds at 170 pounds of pressure. The first thing I'm going to do is pull out the drawer. Then I'm going to take my t-shirt, which is a Bella Canvas t-shirt, showing pink. So I'm just going to lay it flat on here in the middle of the shirt. Then I'm going to take my Teflon sheet and set it on top of here. Push it in, press the button, and it will raise up and press the t-shirt for 20 seconds. And then automatically, when it's finished for 20 seconds, it will release and the top will go back up. Okay, so it's raising back up, and I'm going to pull the drawer back out. Take the Teflon sheet off. Then I'm going to take my t-shirt off. And I got the collar. I'm going to fold it so it matches up with the sleeve stitching and the collar stitching. I'm just going to take my fingers and press down a little bit in the middle so I know where the center of the shirt is. I'm going to put it back on here. I have a plastic ruler that I'm going to find the center line and match it up with the center line of that. Pull this back just a little bit. Match it up with the collar and the center line. Crease on the shirt. I am going to take the transfer and I'm going to place it for an adult about 4 fingers down. First, on my transfer, I also need to find out where the center line is. So I usually fold it, match up the lettering, just press it down in the middle a little bit so you know where the center of the transfer is. And I'm going to put my 4 fingers down on the flat surface. I'm going to match up the center line or the center crease on the transfer to the center line of this measuring tool. Let's take your time. This looks pretty good. Once I have that, I'm going to hold my hand on the transfer and pull this plastic measuring tool back out without moving the transfer. Now I'm going to put my Teflon sheet back on. I'm going to push it in, and it will heat press for 20 seconds, 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 170 pounds of pressure. And then it raises back up, and you pull it back out. Take the Teflon sheet off. I'm going to look at it to see how it's doing. We want to let it cool off. As it's cooling off, I'm going to take my cooling block and I'm going to lightly, with just slight pressure, go over the transfer completely several times. I got this cooling block at Temu. Okay, I have taken the transfer off the shirt. I have not moved the shirt at all. I've taken the transfer off. The t-shirt is just slightly warm now. It transferred perfectly. Now, a lot of people don't do this, but I bought this thing called Magic Seal. Okay, it looks like this. And it just looks like a piece of paper, but it has this surface on here. That's the Magic Seal. So I'm going to lay it on top of my transfer and put raising back up. I'm going to pull it out, take the Teflon sheet off, carefully pull the Magic Seal page off, and it's very warm. And then look at your shirt, and it did a really good job. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is use my t-shirt that I just finished heat pressing a DTF transfer on. Now I'm going to fold it and get it ready to put in a mailing bag. Now, what I'm using is called the close folding board. And I'm going to go through the instructions for the first time. The first step is you're supposed to lay your garment on the folding board face down, and anything that's hanging off you're supposed to fold up and fold towards the center like that. Step 3 and 4, it says to take the whole left side and fold the t-shirt in, and do the same thing with the right side, fold it in, and then the next step is to take the middle bottom, fold it up as so, and there we have a folded t-shirt.